Hello? Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Could you just hold on for 1 second? Okay.
Yep. I believe you rang City of Sydney before and you spoke with Jude about one of the vehicles that's been impounded by the City of Sydney.
Yeah, that's right.
And you saying you're the owner of that vehicle?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Well, look, for us to release the vehicle back to you, first of all, we need to be satisfied that it is the vehicle that is owned by you. Is there any form of sort of evidence or documents that you can produce to us to prove that?
No, there isn't. And I don't intend to because I don't have a legal name and I don't operate in the corporate world.
You don't operate in corporate world? What do you mean by that?
Well, corporations require a legal name. I don't have one. Yeah.
Okay.
It's illegal to use a legal name. I know the only people that have permission to use the legal name are lawyers that pass the bar. So, in essence, what's happened, none of this, what council have done, who is a corporation, they didn't act on facts, but hearsay, assumptions and presumptions. They acted on false information. I rang them on the 14th of May and I explained that the car is not abandoned, it belongs to me, but still, you know, on the 20th they proceeded to take it. So they didn't act on facts. The title hasn't been transferred to the state. If it was registered, it would be transferred to the state, but it's not. It belongs to me. It's my property.
Yep. No, that's fine. With that vehicle, has it ever been registered to you?
No.
Not at all?
No.
So it hasn't been registered to you at all?
I don't have a legal name, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you acquire that vehicle? Have you purchased it from someone or?
Well, that's my business. I don't have to, like, you people are strangers to me. I don't even know who you are.
Okay.
But you do need to explain to me why you stole my car, because that is my property. And as far as I know, you need my permission to take my property or use my property. If you don't get my permission, then that's theft.
Yeah. Well, we don't always need permission to impound a vehicle.
Well, you do.
Left unattended.
Yeah, you
not
do.
Always. In some circumstances we do, in some circumstances we don't.
Well, if there's no legal name, there is no contract. You need to show me a contract.
No.
Because that is the corporate world. You deal in contracts. I know that.
Yeah. Well, first of all, City of Sydney is not a corporation.
Yeah, it is.
But in simple terms, well, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's what is known as body politics.
Yeah. Well, it's another fancy name, but it's a corporation. It's all corporations. Yeah. But so I know it's illegal to use a legal name. There is no contract with council, between me and council. So as far as I'm concerned, you're holding my property to ransom for profit. That's extortion, that's fraud. He who makes the statement provides the evidence. So you're making the statement that you've taken some property that you don't know who it belongs to. You've assumed that person has a legal name. I don't.
No, we haven't assumed that at all.
Well, you wouldn't take it
if... What we're relying on is the fact that the vehicle was left out on the public street, and on the fact that we have, no one claimed that vehicle so far, and then we have the lawful right to take the vehicle away.
You don't have the
That's
lawful
what we
right
do.
at all. You need a legal name. There's nothing lawful about this. It's unlawful what you're doing. So I'm telling you I want my property back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's fine. We're quite happy to give it back to you as long as we're satisfied that this vehicle belongs to you.
Well, like I said before, it's not up to me to prove anything. I'm making the phone calls, I've got the keys, it's my property. I don't need to prove that to you, but you do need to prove to me you had the right to take my car.
Yeah.
You need to provide the evidence, not me. The onus isn't on me to prove anything. You need to prove you had the legal or lawful right to take my property. But
And
but you didn't act on facts.
Well, we did.
No.
The facts are very simple. The vehicle was left unattended.
No, it wasn't.
Was not registered and was not claimed.
That's all hearsay. That is all hearsay. It was attended. It wasn't. You say it was abandoned. I say it wasn't abandoned. Who told? No, wait a minute. Who told you?
You might have a contrary view to us. That's fine.
No, it's not a view. It's not a. I'm talking facts here, not views. Who told you it was abandoned? Who was the person that told you that my property was abandoned?
We determined that ourselves.
Oh, how did you determine that? It's not a fact, so I know that you would have to make an assumption or a presumption.
Well, there is no presumption in this matters.
Well, there's certainly not facts.
Different.
There's certainly no facts here.
Well, the facts are very simple. The vehicle left in one area.
It wasn't left. It wasn't left. Registered. That's my choice. I don't have a legal name. And it's optional whether you want to register or not.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's right.
But it is an offence for you to have unregistered vehicle on the road.
That's for it.
You choose to register or not.
No, that's the legal corporation you're talking about. I don't have a legal corporation. That you need a legal name to function in the corporate world. I don't have one.
Okay. Well, what do you think is the way forward from this point?
Return my property.
Return your property.
Yeah.
And that's fine. We're quite happy to do that. Would you be able to show us something that will show us that it is your property?
No. I've got the keys. That's all I need. I don't need to prove. You people are strangers to me. Why do I need to prove anything to you? You took it.
Well, I'm afraid, but we need to satisfy our
no, you don't.
And our internal process, and also the requirements of Impounding Act.
Well, that was your choice.
That we return the property to the owner. So we need to satisfy ourselves who the owner is.
No, you don't. You didn't care about that when you took it.
Can I just suggest that, for example, if someone else rings us and says that this vehicle belongs to him or her, would you expect us to return your vehicle to someone else without checking who the owner is?
Well, you don't know who the owner is, do you? You took.
Exactly. And
that's right. What you did.
Confirm that you're the owner.
No, you're not getting a legal name out of me because I don't have one. The only thing I use is La Femme. That is not a legal name. It describes what I am, not who I am.
Yeah, and that's fine. Do you have some sort of like driver license, for example, or passport or birth certificate?
I just told you I had no legal name. You need a legal name to get all those things. I think it's quite funny that you're asking me for identification. You took my property without knowing who it belongs to. Now you're asking me to prove that it's mine?
No, I'm trying to help you.
Well, you could help me by bringing it back to where you got it from, because I have the keys and that is my car. I don't need to prove anything. Like I said, I don't deal with corporation or corporate law, legislation, all that has nothing to do with me. I don't contract.
Yeah. It's nothing to do with contracts in this matter.
Well, if you've got a legal name, well then you contract.
The situation is outside of contract law altogether.
No, it's not. I know differently.
There's no need for a contract as such in this instance at all.
If I give a legal name, then I've contracted. No, that's true.
Contract formation requires the offer and acceptance, considerations and intentions. There's 4 basic elements of any contract. There's no elements in this matter.
ID gives permission to contract. ID does that. I don't have any ID.
No. Yeah. Under Australian law, the contract, as I said, requires 4 elements, all 4 to be established to be a contract. This matter is outside of any contract formation altogether.
Well, I know that's not true, because everything to do with a legal name is that if you've got a legal name, you carry a person. That person, that fictional person, is a corporation. My corporation deals with contracts with your corporation. I don't have a person. I don't have a fictional corporation. I don't contract. So you show me the contract. If you think that you've got a contract with me, you need to show me. And if you can't show me in 3 days, well, then I can do one.
Yeah. What else I'm thinking of is, do you have maybe a friend or relative who can give us a call, and we can talk about this? Because as I said, I find it difficult to explain that there is no contract in this matter. As I said, the whole situation is outside the Australian contract law, so to speak.
Well,
is anyone else, as I said, maybe a friend or relative or someone that knows you?
No, you can only deal with me because I own that property. And you can only contract with me if I've got a legal name, and I don't. And that's just the way it is.
We have no intention to contract with you at all.
Well, you're trying to. And, you know,
we're not trying. We have no intention to have any form of contractual relationship with you.
Yeah, well, if you require proof, if you require ID, then you're seeking to contract. I know that.
Yeah.
I won't contract. And I want my property back because I want to leave Sydney.
And that's fine.
And I just want to let you know that car was not left.
It was not left?
It was not left.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't abandoned.
It's not registered, isn't it?
No, and it never will be because, like I said...
And it hasn't been moved?
Like I said, that's optional if you want to register it.
Yeah, I understand. That's optional. You only registered if you want to drive it on public road, yeah?
Oh, I can drive that. I can drive that anywhere, and I have. And I have been, of course. I drive it all the time. It wasn't left.
Yeah.
In fact, I've been pulled over many a time. And I don't contract with police either because they're a corporation. And they couldn't even take my car.
No, police are not a corporation either.
Yeah, they are. No. If you look up the legal name fraud, you'll see. Yeah. You'll see. You'll understand.
Legal name fraud?
Legal name fraud. Yeah, if you look that up, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. And unless you've got that contract with me, you've got nothing. And you can't take my property and hold it for ransom to extort money out of it. That's extortion. You know, you provide me the evidence. You had the right to do what you've done. You don't have no leg to stand on, because there is no consent from me to contract with you or anyone else. And if you look up the legal name fraud, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. All I want is my property returned. That's it.
I'm going to ask you one more question about this situation. Do you live in the city of Sydney, LGA area?
No, I
You
don't. No, I travel.
Oh, you travel.
That's right.
So you don't have a permanent place of residence?
No, I don't. I don't have an address.
Because that would probably make things much easier if you do have an address. Are you currently staying somewhere?
Yeah, I'm staying with a friend. They've put me up until I can try and get my property back.
Yeah.
So I can leave.
Is there any chance we can talk to your friend?
No, there's not.
No, there's no chance at all?
No.
Right, what I'll do, this with me, I'll give you another call later on. And see what we can do for you.
All right. Okay then.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Okay, thank you.